Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Fields. That is caught by Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Space to run past the 20 and all the way down to the 5. That one 28 yards on the ground. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're touchdown Bears! Jarnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. There on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second and 8.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Hunt will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Fields.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Midfield now. Here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields throwing again. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Again, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do it.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 14-10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off near the 44.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 9, Fields finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's the first carry for Troy Cohen, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw is Fields. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, Fields. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. And that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check 3, check 3. Where? Got it. Go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, flush to his right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. Touchdown, Vikings. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off at the 20, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They go play action now. Wilson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
When's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. They can't hang with us. Mike one. Mike one. Check pass. Check pass. So Mike's number one. Mike's number one.
Back to throw. Fields. They look for Pitts again. This time he's got it.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey. Under crunch. Hatch it.
Fields now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Wilson wants to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Vikings, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.